When we look at the individuals and the growth that they want to see, and we look at how our communities are affected, impacted every day, we see the disparities in health. We see how families, individuals are being marginalized in many areas. Climate issues and environmental justice is one of the factors affecting that individual and the social determinants. Now, today, it's not only English as a second language or GED classes, but learning about your environment, learning how you can be part of the solutions that you want to see in your community. He's taking that education in you learning how your day-to-day activities is impacting your health and making that link in climate change and health.
As we look at sustainability for solutions that also solve environmental racial justice problems and histories, we look to youth green workforce, climate safe neighborhoods, which is building resident capacity, resilience, advocacy, policy work, paying folks for their lived experience, pairing that with data, and then citizen scientists, kind of taking control of the narrative with data, with experience, blending it all together for action. Coming together with folks in the climate equity space is so important because I think often at our own localities we're in this little island, right? Knowing that there's a bigger picture, there's a broader community. Again, with the Institute for Sustainable Communities and our PRC cohort, there's so much learning. There's so many things we can steal and give and share. The Institute for Sustainable Communities Partnership for Resilient Communities is so important because at a micro level, it allows us to connect to a broader, diverse community that we might not have at home. But in the macro, if we can synchronize these gears for the generational and indeed the global shift we need to make with underrepresented voices at the front, then we can actually make some sustainable systems level change.
It's really important to think about climate equity when we're thinking about climate and sustainability as well, because we want to make sure that when we're lifting up communities, we're lifting up all communities. What's that saying? That rising tides raise all ships. And so we want to make sure that we aren't just focusing on areas that have the capacity to create the most amount of noise or the understanding of who to contact, but making sure that those that are most impacted by climate are the ones that are getting the funding, the projects, and the technical assistance.
Climate equity work is important simply because individuals who come from marginalized communities are not educated on clean and renewable energy. This sector is still in its infancy stage, and so there's so much work to do to get our marginalized community members up to speed on their role in the green environment. It's so important to come together with like-minded individuals. Power 52 being included in the PRC with the Institute for Sustainable Communities has given us access to their convenings so that we can go and visit other PRC organizations where we can see the work that they're doing and then bring it back to our cities to implement. That is priceless.